What's up, guys? Welcome to Life Knowledge. My name is Justin Alphabet. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below. Stay to the end of the video so you get all the information that you need. Today we're going to be talking about finding the right woman. So you're trying to find the right woman for you. You may have picked wrong in the past, and this video is going to help you decide and choose based on certain characteristics and certain factors to help you find the right type of woman. And I'm going to tell you where you can find the right type of women as well. So starting off, you may have chosen women in the past who you think are really pretty, who you choose based off of physical characteristics, and it may or may not have worked out. And this is the nature of men. Typically men will choose women based off their figure, their physical attributes, what men can see. And that can be very detrimental to your future because some women just are all about looks and they're not so much about other characteristics. So it's important to have a mixture of both a high quality woman and someone who looks beautiful as well. And that's really hard to find it sometimes. There's a limited amount of these women in the world. There are also a limited amount of men who can achieve like a connection with these type of women. And I'm going to teach you how you can do it. A lot of these gurus on YouTube talk about how there are these tips and tricks and tactics that you can do to text a woman and get her attention or specific things like that. But I want to tell you that most of those things are temporary. Most of those things are not going to work for the long term. These habits and practices that these gurus teach you online, and these people, some people call them red pill people. The thing is that these tactics are short term. They're dating tips. They're not marriage tips, and they're not going to last. A woman will see through the facade. If it's a well-worded text, if it's a pickup line or whatever, a woman can see through that if you're insecure and if you're not confident. And so my urging to you is become a better man. And what women like in men is capability, action takers, right? The more capable you are in a more variety of things, the more attractive you will be as a mate to a woman, because she knows that you can handle yourself in lots of different situations. Women want to feel secure in knowing that you can take care of her and yourself at the same time, as well as the children also, taking care of multiple things. Or she won't be attracted to you, because ultimately her biological, makeup is telling her that she needs to find a man who's strong, who's smart, who's going to be able to take care of her and her children and keep them safe and protected, because women need to feel safe and protected. So the more capable you are, the more attractive you will be as a potential suitor to women. So finding the right woman is a lot about what you do. And there's this saying that I heard recently, that there's no such thing as unconditional love for men. And something that I was thinking about was, it's true. First off, there's no such thing as unconditional love. A woman will love you based on what you can provide for her and provide for your children. A man is supposed to be a provider and a protector. A woman is also not unconditionally loved, right? Some people will simp. The simps will unconditionally love women. But if you don't expect something in return from your woman, that is really bad as well. You will have a really horrible relationship. You'll have a really horrible marriage. You need to expect that your woman is going to do something for you in return. So, for example, there's this one clip that I'm thinking about of Anthony Mackie. He's the guy who plays the Falcon in Marvel, or the Captain America guy. He has this clip that's kind of controversial where this woman asks him, like, he's talking about how a woman should make him a sandwich, right? And he's like, well, I provide for my family, I protect in my family, I do everything for my family. You better dang well believe my woman's gonna make me a sandwich in return. And he said it in kind of a controversial way. However, that is expected. A woman is expected to do her part in a relationship as well. You can't just have a woman who's not going to do anything. So, a couple of things you're going to want to look for in a woman after you've worked on yourself and you've leveled yourself up is you want to make sure she can cook, she can clean, she can do nurturing activities, like she takes care of you in your intimacy. And intimacy is not so much intercourse. It can just be like a hug or like loving, caring activities, making sure that your needs are met and that you are okay and that, things are going well in your life. If she's looking out for your well-being as well as, hers and her children's, and nurturing and loving and being kind, that's the type of woman you want to marry. Someone who checks up on you, someone who cares about what you're doing in your daily life and sometimes even supports you as well. And especially someone who supports you. Like, if you ever take a woman for granted who has supported you or put you through school or things like that, that's messed up. You gotta appreciate women for what they do for you. Notice it. Notice what they're doing for you, and also return the favor. Make sure that you're providing and protecting and paying the bills, getting stuff done. If you guys work together on that kind of stuff, as couples do these days, more and more so because things are getting more and more expensive, make sure that you're paying your part, that you're putting yourself in a position to lead. Because I saw this thing on Instagram recently where it was kind of a joke, obviously, but it said, if your name's not on the lease, be prepared to be on the streets, or something like that. So if your name's not on the lease of the house, then you're going to get kicked to the curb eventually. Women want men who are in control and in power. And if she's in control and she's in power, it's not going to work out well in the end. Women just don't function like that. Like, they want you to be the one to be the leader. They want to follow your lead because it makes them feel feminine. And they want to feel feminine. They want to feel taken care of and, comfortable. That's the highest state of a woman. A woman will be her kindest, her nicest, her happiest, her best when she is comfortable and happy, and then she can in turn take care of your needs. So the more that you can take care of her and make sure that she is comfortable and happy and everything like that, then if you find the right woman, she will also return the favor in her feminine. And so if she's not doing that, if she's taking you for granted, you got to take a step back. First off, set some boundaries with her and be like, hey, I see that you are doing something that I don't like. Bring it up, whatever it might be, whether she's arguing more, whether she's, complaining or just something that you don't like in her behavior that she's doing. You got to bring it up, be like, hey, I don't like what you're doing and it's not working for me. If you keep doing it, we're going to have to go our separate ways. And being in a relationship, you can always cut the tie, even if it hurts you, even if it hurts her. But you always have to be willing to walk away, because if you don't, then some women won't respect you, especially the highest value women, the prettiest ones or whatever. They think they can get any man. They think that, and every man is the same. They think that they have all these options because, 30 people are in their DMs. Obviously, not every single one of those men is a viable option. However, women don't see it that way. They see it as attention is attention. Attention is the currency of women. Respect is the currency of men. So the more respect you have as a man, the more a woman will love you. That's why women want to date quarterbacks, rock stars, presidents, etc. Like, people want to date people, or women want to date people who are, or men specifically, who are high value, very powerful, and respected. And respect comes after power. So gain as much physical power, mental power, financial power, whatever kind of power you have to get. And then, you know, capability is power, right? Like I was saying before. So become capable, and then other women will just find you. They'll just find you. They'll come to you. The more capable you are, the more actually capable you are, instead of, you know, like fake gurus, you know, fake pickup lines or whatever. They're not going to last. Be capable first. Go shoot guns. Go learn how to build houses. Go, you know, do things, right? Like fix cars, you know how to dress well. Just know how to do things in life and be a capable, intelligent man. And women will find you. You won't even have to find them. They'll just see you and they'll be like, you'll meet their eyes, and there'll be a spark. Like they notice that you're a high value man, and they feel it energetically. They're magnetically attracted to you. So when you meet their eyes, it's like a magnetic attraction. You're gonna just feel the attraction. And sometimes I feel it, like I can see women just looking at me, and then like I didn't even notice they were looking, but then like they're staring. And that's how women will tell you that they're attracted to you. Women don't like to come up and walk up to you because it's scary, and men are supposed to do the scary stuff. So they'll just look at you, right? Like sometimes they'll stare, sometimes they'll just like make eye contact and then look away or whatever. But they want you to notice, just they do it in a obscure kind of way, right? And that's not always the case. Sometimes they could just be looking around a room. But if it happens 3 times, like they're looking at you and then they look away and then they make eye contact with you and then they look away and then whatever, like either you look funny or they're attracted to you. There's obviously, you know, multiple reasons, but you might as well shoot your shot. You never know. So be prepared for rejection. Rejection is not a bad thing. Rejection is protection, basically. If a woman is going to reject you, then you didn't want to be with her anyway. She's probably messed up or in trouble or has trauma or is in heartbreak or many other things in a negative aspect or negative sphere. So you didn't want to be with her anyways. You want to find a healed woman. You want to find the best woman who matches you and fits with you. And for me personally, as weird as this sounds, I don't tell a lot of people this, but as weird as this sounds, sometimes I look into astrology to make sure that her and I are compatible so that I don't waste time. Because oftentimes these zodiac signs compatibilities are actually pretty accurate. Not always, but for a majority of things. And I've done a lot of research on it, and some women actually know what they're talking about with zodiac signs. It's kind of interesting. Based on, you know, where you're born or whatever determines whether you're compatible with someone else, due to like planetary functions. And the way that works is planets are massive, right? And we live on a planet, and we like to think that we are the planet, but we're not. The planet is massive, and it can affect our moods. It can affect our, you know, ideology and whatever. And so, and a perfect example of this would be fish. My dad had a fishing watch. He's a fisherman, and he has a fishing watch that tells him the time that it's best to go fishing, and that time is based off the lunar cycle. And so bugs and fish and animals in general all are, you know, basing their lives off the lunar cycle, because apparently bugs are controlled and water is controlled by the lunar cycle. So fish essentially are also controlled by the lunar cycle, which means that a planet has control over animals. And if it has complete control over the bugs, and they're this big, then it must have some effect on us also, especially since planets are massive, right? So obviously they don't control everything, but if your woman is having a mood swing and you look up her astrology horoscope or whatever, and it's like, yeah, your woman's going to be a little iffy today, then, and it's accurate, you know, then there must be a reason, right? Like sometimes that happens. It also, you know, could have to do with menstrual cycles and hormonal cycles, because a woman's is a month long and men's are daily. right? Testosterone cycles happen daily. Women's estrogen cycles happen monthly. So, yeah, anyways, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and comment them below. I will help you find a woman if you have any questions. And if you have any like advice that you need, I can help you figure out what to do next. So comment below. Thank you for watching. Hope you have the day you deserve. Let's level up, and I'll see you in the next one.